I am Miss Joanna Marie and I am with...
Good day, guys. This is Teacher Rona, and I'm going to be your teacher for today. And we're going to tackle a poem about the Rhodora by Ralph Waldo Emerson. But before we go to the main topic or the discussion, I'm going to conduct a short game for you. But before that, I'm going to explain what will be the game for today. The game for today is four picks, one word. Do you sounds familiar, right? Okay, the mechanics of that game is I'm going to show you four picture, and you're going to tell me what comes in your mind while seeing that pictures, or what one word occur to your mind seeing that pictures. Okay, let's start. Okay, for the first four pictures, I'm going to show you it, and what inside in the pictures is a traditional pen, an ink pen. You can see that in the picture. A book, a book with letters on it, and a letters or words with a shape of a panda, and also um, a ball pen with the writings on it. What do you think is the one word that comes in your mind while seeing that pictures? Anyone? Okay, please guess. What is the what is inside in the pictures? Okay, very good. You got it right. It's poem. I'm going to explain to you why the answer is poem. Because like what shown in the pictures, it shows the ink pen that used for making a poem. And also the book that you will have if you want to write a poem. And also the shape poem. Your sounds familiar, right? It's a shape poem shaped like a panda. And also the ball pen with the writings on it consists that they will write a poem. Next one. Okay. The next one is for four pictures also. What can you see about it? Okay. Okay, the first picture that I see in that from the first picture is a woman with bunch of roses. And the next one is a woman sniffing a rose or a flower. The next one is okay. It's an essence of the flower. Okay, then it's a decoration. What do you think is the best answer for this? Anyone? Keep on guessing. Okay, very good. I almost give you that right answer. It's a flower. Very good, guys. Keep it up. For the next one, what do you see about those pictures? Okay. Okay, what I see in the pictures, I'm going to explain what I'm seeing in the pictures so you can understand it further, so you can guess it. What one word will be in that picture? You can see a woman dressed like a goddess. And the next one is a cherry blossom. See it, guys? It's so beautiful, right? The next one is a picture of a drawing of a beautiful woman. For the next one, it's a transformation of a woman to turning into a beautiful woman. What do you think is the right answer for that? Keep on guessing, guys. Yes, you got it right. This is the right answer for this is beauty. Got it right? Okay. Thank you for that, and thank you for joining the game, and thank you for participating in the game. And this is the right answers. Poem Flowers Beauty. What do you think these words occur in our short game. It's somehow related to the topic? I guess so. I guess you should listen very carefully in our lesson for today so you can gain a learnings about the topic for the day or for the discussion for the day.
The activity that we do has something to do for our lesson for today. Are you excited? Okay, alright. Our lesson for today is apostrophe. It has something to do with our literary piece, which is the Rhodora by Waldo Emerson. But before that, let me present to you our lesson's objective. So, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to determine the meaning of apostrophe and its purpose. Another is to analyze the relation between the author's background to the theme of the literature. And analyze the literary devices used in the poem and use the literary devices. Waldo Emerson was born in Boston, Massachusetts on May 25, 1803. He graduated from Harvard University in 1821 and then went to Harvard Divinity School in 1825. He became a minister in 1826. On 1829, Emerson married Ellen Tucker, a poet from Concord, New Hampshire. Suffering from tuberculosis, she died from it in 1831 and left Emerson in grief and led him to his resignation as a clergyman in the Second Unitarian Church in Boston. On December 25, 1832, Emerson left for Europe, where he met other authors and poets such as William Wordsworth, Thomas Carlyle, and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. He left Europe in the fall of 1833. One of his famous works is the Rhodora that we were going to tackle for today. The official name of the poem is the Rhodora on being asked, whence is the flower, and was written by Waldo Emerson in 1834.
On being asked, whence is the flower? In May, when sea winds pierced our solitudes, I found the fresh Rhodora in the woods, spreading its leafless blooms in a damp nook, to please the desert and the sluggish brook. The purple petals fallen in the pool made the black water with their beauties gay. Here might the red bird come his blooms to cool, and caught the flower that cheapens his array. Rhodora, if the sages ask thee why this charm is wasted on the earth and sky, tell them, dear, that, if eyes were made for seeing, then beauty is its own excuse for being. Why thou wert there, O rival of the rose, I never thought to ask, I never knew, but in my simple ignorance suppose the self-same power that brought me there, brought you. The Rhodora, written by Waldo Emerson, narrated by Jordan Harlan.
Have you understood the poem? Alright, very good. Emerson uniquely described a wonderful and insightful spiritual connection with nature in a primitive, defined manner. The focus of the poem is to showcase to Emerson's audience that a person has the embedded ability to share and experience a kindred relationship with God through the beauty of nature. The Rhodora by Waldo Emerson is a 16th-line poem which was written in 1834. while Emerson was in Newton visiting his extended family. This piece was published with the subheading of On Being Asked, Whence is the Flower? This short praise gives the reader additional insight into where the following text emerged from. It also informs a reader what inspired the writer and what one should keep in mind while reading. The subheading set the tone for the poem and gave one a hint as to what it will be about. Before beginning this piece, you should take note of the title. Emerson has chosen to focus on one particular type of flower in the text, a Rhodora. This plant is a common flowering shrub that might in another context be overlooked. Additionally, this poem follows a rhyme scheme of AABB, CDCD, EEFF, GHGH. This alternating pattern keeps the lines from sounding too predictable but still lends the text certain ease and grace. The Rhodora was originally published in Emerson's 1847 collections poems. I will give you 5 minutes to copy this study question, okay? And later, after our discussion, you will answer this question, alright? Okay, number 1. What is the poem setting? Number 2. What is the speaker describing in the first 8 lines of the poem? Number 3. What ways in the second half of the poem different from the first? Number 4. What is meant by the speaker of the poem? Now, I want you to focus on our discussion, alright? Okay, good. What is an apostrophe? Apostrophe can be either a punctuation mark or a literary device. As punctuation mark, it signifies allusion and is used when letters or words are contracted and sounds are omitted or merged. For example, I am can be presented as I'm, or you all can be sometimes heard as y'all. Let's focus more on the literary device definition in this discussion. However, so in literature, apostrophe occurs when a character in the story speaks to an object, an idea, or someone who's dead or non-existent, as if it has feelings. The purpose is to highlight the importance of the object, idea, or non-existent person in the story or in the poem, and to inject a dramatic effect. Apostrophe is a figure of speech sometimes represented by an exclamation, a writer or a speaker using apostrophe to speak directly to someone who is not present or speak to an inanimate object. From Literary Devices 2019. How does Emerson use literary device apostrophe in the Rhodora? Okay? In the poem The Rhodora, the author Waldo Emerson uses many literary devices to show his transcendentalist view. One of those devices is the use of apostrophe by directly addressing the inanimate object. For example, Rhodora, if the sages ask thee why, from line 9. Another, he addresses the flower because he wishes to show his spiritual unity with all living things. He talks to the flower as if it were a contemporary because he sees he is no better than nature and that they share the same soul. This soul is known to most transcendentalists as the oversoul. Another line, tell them, dear, that if eyes were made for seeing, from line 11. Another line, why thou wert thee, O rival of the rose, from line 13. The use of literary device, apostrophe, in the poem makes the poem more casual as its first sense. For the author is like talking to the flowers as it if it were a contemporary. Okay? Okay, let's answer the following questions that you wrote earlier. Okay, Hannah, what is the poem setting? Yes, okay. May in the woods. Very good. Oh, another. Maria, what is the speaker describing in the first lines of the poem? Very good. The Rhodora. Okay, very good. Number 3. In what ways is the second half of the poem different from the first? Okay, Jezebel. It's less descriptive. Okay, very good. Okay, another. What is meant by the speaker of the poem? Okay, Mia. Beauty is meant to be seen. Okay, very good. So,
Good job, guys. I hope you learned something today from our lesson. And because of that, I'm going to conduct a short quiz for you. Are you ready, guys? Okay, since that everyone is ready for our short quiz, and I hope you learned something and applied it to our short quiz for today. What we're going to have, I will show you the short quiz for today, and I'm going to ask if you have any questions with a short quiz. The direction for this is you're going to answer the questions in the following. You identify what is the correct answer from the following questions. Okay? Great, seems that everybody understand our lesson for today, so I'm going to conduct a short quiz. For our first question, who is the protagonist in the poem? Okay? Did anyone get it right? Very good. For the next one, who wrote the Rhodora? I guess you know who it is, and I think it's very easy for you to understand what is the second question. For the next one, number 3, when was the Rhodora created? What is the date of what is the just the date of when is Rhodora created, the poem Rhodora? For the next one, referring to the speech or address to a person who is not present or to a personized object. What do you think is the right answer for that? It's inside in our discussion. It tackles in the discussion. What is it? Any idea about it? I hope you have any idea about it because we already discussed it in our lesson for today. Number 5. For what reason does Rhodora spread its leafless blooms in Quatrain 1? Okay, do you have any idea what is the answer for that? I hope you have any idea because we discussed it in our lesson, what is the poem, and you have read it, right? Okay, very good. For the next one, it's 5 points. It's another 5 points for the first one. It's 5 points, and for this second one, it's 5 points. So it consists of 10 points. What is the poem the Rhodora is all about? Write at least 2 sentences explaining your answer. You're going to tell me what is Rhodora for you, what you have understand inside the Rhodora's poem. What do you think the poem is all about? Or what do you think happening in that poem? You're going to tell me what is Rhodora is exactly. And it should be two at least 2 sentences, but it's up to you. If you want to make it 5 sentences, it's much better, and you will get 5 sentences based 5 points based on how you execute the answers for that short essay. Okay? Do you understand the short quiz, or do you have any further questions about the short quiz for today? I hope you understand it all right, and I hope you have a good grade or get a perfect score in the quiz. For the answer key, okay, we're going to tackle now the right answers for that questions I've given to you. For the first 5 of the questions that I given to you, the first answer is the Rhodora itself. The protagonist is the Rhodora. The next one is who is the author or who created Rhodora. He is Ralph Waldo Emerson. His full name. We need the whole full name of Ralph Waldo Emerson so you can get 1 point. For the next one, when was Rhodora created? It's in 1834. Just a year, right? I said that just a year. For the next one, what is the identification for that? It's apostrophe. The answer for the number 4 question is apostrophe, to referring to a speech or address to a person who is not present or to personize object. The next one. The answer for number 5 question, for what reason does the spread, Rhodora spread its leafless bloom in quatrain 1? This is the right answer. To please other parts of nature. You know it, right? Have an idea with it because you've read the poem, right? I hope you have a good grades just by that answers.
So your assignment is identify the apostrophe used in the poem of Death Be Not Proud by John Donne. I want you to download the Kahoot application later for your short quiz. Thank you and God bless.
And I hope you'll learn something for today. And again, this is Teacher Rona, and have a good day.